It is 4 minutes after 2 on your Women Radio WFM 91.7. And yes, this is the Woman Agenda. The Woman Agenda is a deliberate and calculated program where we break the culture of silence by amplifying the voice of women through accountability, transparency, good governance. And yes, the Woman Agenda on Women Radio is in partnership with RAPA and supported by the MacArthur Foundation. However, today on the Women Agenda, we will be discussing advancing gender equality and accountability in Nigeria. My name is Joy Ure, and I bid you good afternoon once again. And today on the Women Agenda, as we'll be discussing advancing gender equality and accountability in Nigeria, I'll be having my guests with me. Over the phone, I'll be having Hope Nwakwesi. She's the CEO, Almana Hope Foundation. Good afternoon, Hope.
Hello, Joy.
Good to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right. I also have with me in the studio live Kemi Odusoya. She is the Youth PRO, Lagos State Nigerian Association of the Blind. Good afternoon, Kemi.
Good afternoon.
Good to have you in the studio as well. All right, and I have as well in the studio with me Zainab Abdul Rashid. She is the Project Officer, Gender and Accountability Project, RAPA. Good afternoon, Zainab.
Good afternoon.
Good to have ladies with me today. So yeah, about gender inequality in Nigeria. Well, so far we know that gender inequality in Nigeria is influenced by different cultures and beliefs, and in most parts of Nigeria, as women are considered subordinate, especially to the male counterpart, this is a huge problem. And gender inequality is a social cultural phenomenon that actually divides people into various categories such as male and female, which is a huge problem, and we see this as a bias, placing one specifically less than the other, and it's one of the things we're trying to also put a stop to. Well, we know that in Nigeria, gender bias is not only keeping women down, but it is also restraining the country from getting close to its massive potential. All right, so yes, a report by McKinsey states that Nigeria's gross domestic product, that's the GDP, could grow by 23% or $229 billion by 2025, only if women participate in the economy to the extent such as men. So if we have women more as working in the business angle, we'll have our GDP grow better. Also, UNESCO's Institute for Statistics also states that 40% of girls are out of school in Nigeria. And even if those who make it into school have an average school life expectancy of 9 years as opposed to 17 years in advanced countries. So it's one of the things that we'll be discussing today. When we even look at healthcare in Nigeria, Nigerian women are heavily shortchanged in their reproductive rights, and they suffer one of the highest maternal mortality rates in the country, where women and girls make up approximately half of I think the statistics so far is over 200 when we're still counting. So and we actually face daily discrimination and violence, which is part of the things we are hoping will be addressed as we're going on today. Bearing all this in mind, gender-sensitive accountability requires that the decisions of public officials can be regularly assessed from the perspective of women and men needs and interests, and their gender equality is one of the standards against which the performance of decision makers is assessed. So that is one of the things that we need to bring into the fore today. So yes, like I did say, today we'll be discussing advancing gender equality and accountability in Nigeria. But I'm going to start off with a few questions. I'd like to start off with you, Hope. I want to know, what is gender, or what is the importance of gender equality from your standpoint?
Gender equality is not the, one of the problems we have in our society because of our culture. When we talk about gender equality, our men go defensive. Because they feel that is, we are looking at power exchange. gender equality from my own standpoint is addressing the strengths and weaknesses in both sexes together. Because the boy has his own weakness, the girl has his own weakness, the girl has his own strength, the boy has his own strength. Coming together, realizing that each and every one of us have something to contribute in order to achieve what we need to achieve. And having it in fullness.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution there. However, I want to ask if you agree that gender inequality is social-based issue in Nigeria, and if you say yes, how can we resolve this?
Yes, it is a social-based issue because it is something that we are losing a lot. For example, I used to use a simple analogy to give example. If from the country, the way you say girl don't go to school because she's going to get married and she's going to answer another person's name, and that family has 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls, and decide not to send 2 girls to school and send 2 boys, they are operating only on 50% of their potential, and they are creating 50% of liability. So that is it. The only way to address it is by each and every one of us accepting that every human being has ability. And that person's ability has nothing to do with sexes, whether it's a boy or girl. You tap into that ability and we start using each other in order to achieve what we want in the economy.
All right, this is the Woman Agenda on WFM 91.7. You can be part of the Woman Agenda today. Do also call us up on 07000 917 917 and 090 256 25455. Don't forget that you can send us a text or WhatsApp message on 070 317 56537. All right, so I would also like to bring to the fore. Okay, so I know that you advocate for widows and their rights. So how then do we create a balance in gender equality through accountability?
How to create a balance is a community effort. It starts from the family, it starts from the traditional rulers, it starts from the culture, the government, and everybody. For example, let the families begin to know and address our children that what a woman is, it is in the Bible and the Scripture. Time to born and time to die. So that death and life it is not in our power. Are you getting me? So this is not when the person is dead. The person that is alive should be encouraged to continue to live on. And the traditional rulers, when people talk about gender inequality, gender inequality in widowhood, what I always said to them is, I said, yes, because what is gender inequality in widowhood? It is when a man is said to lose the wife, and the woman is assumed to have killed the husband. It is when the culture expects her to stay indoor and mourn during a separated time, when the man gets home and starts working. It is when we say for your children, when you talk about marriage, and people look at you when you don't look at marriage, including religion and everything. Then why are you talking about marriage? Then meanwhile you say to the man, what are you doing? Your husband has been there, when your wife is there, move on. It is when the in-law comes coming for the property. We start looking at the liabilities that is all around the place. And there's no law to protect her. No law she can go to. That thing that she can stand on and even can't decide.
All right, but I just want to interject at this point. There's something I want to really emphasize on, because yes, I know that you advocate for widows' rights, but what are the policies that you think that we can put in place such that these ill rights are no longer in place?
First of all, I have to mention it because we just threw it into the house. We are trying to protect, bring that the widows protection bill 2019. And among the things that were stipulated is, removing all these cultural things and so on and so forth. But most importantly, providing a law that anybody that goes to take things from the wife from a woman that loses the husband, there's a law, there's a selected girl thing attached to that.
All right.
These are little things that you can put in place. There are facilities, for example, what are the facilities you can access in terms of healthcare, in terms of loan, access to loans and so on and so forth? Is there any negotiated, trying to find the economic word, interest kind of access you can access to continue to try to raise our children?
All right. So I also have on Instagram Live. So yes, you can also join us on our Instagram handle at WFM917. I'll have Caesar's Foundation. Thank you so much for joining us. Florence79 and Engineer _ Ibrahim. Thank you so much. Yes, don't forget that you can also join us streaming live on Facebook as well as Instagram, so you can also add your contributions. We would like to have your questions as well, so we can have our guests address them. But I'm coming now back to before I come back to you, Hope, I still want you to stay on the line. I want to come to you now, Zainab. We've been talking about accountability, and when it comes to the gender angle, what are the dangers of not speaking out in cases of gender-based violence?
Gender-based violence has always been an issue facing most women, but the culture of remaining silent is the major challenge. This silence has to be broken, and this is why Rapper is all out, always, to help women, girls involved in such issues, help break their silence and make them speak up about any gender-based issues they may face. So the culture of silence, if broken to the fullest, and then lawyers come in to handle such matters, I guess their rights will be fully protected. And we encourage more of women that are facing such issues to open up in good time before it gets too bad. So on the issue of legislative advocacy on gender-based violence, it's an all-round issue that we keep pursuing at RAPA, and we always hope to protect women's rights at all levels, girls, ladies, women.
Okay, so still referring to that, how has corruption now hindered the pace of women, especially when it comes to achieving equality?
Yeah, corruption is a cross-cutting issue, and it's something that is eating deep into the fabric of our nation. It hampers development, as we all know. It cuts across all sectors of the economy, education, healthcare, name it. Women are usually at the receiving end when it comes to corruption, because most offices are occupied by the male, and by the time let's say funds are siphoned, diverted into the wrong places and pockets, the facilities that are meant to be enjoyed by the poor woman in her little hamlet is being hindered. She doesn't get to enjoy the service maybe that government has provided free of charge, which she should rightfully have. And in this case, due to corruption by embezzlement and the likes, she gets not to have her rights fulfilled. And in that case, you hear of a lot of maternal mortality, infant mortality, due to, of course, the woman not being rightfully taken care of health-wise. She gets to also lose maybe her fetus. She's impoverished, she's poor. So what she's meant to get is being trampled upon due to corruption. So we try to advocate against corrupt practices and call upon all the concerned parties to step down on such corrupt practices and hold them accountable for their actions. So we're trying as much as possible to see that these actions are brought down, and women get to enjoy what they rightfully should.
So All right. Thank you so much for your contribution. I'm coming now to you now, Kemi. There is a great disservice that is done to people with disabilities. So how has corruption also mitigated against the enhancement, growth, and development of women and girls, particularly women with disabilities?
Okay, to start with, disability happens to one when one part of the body is not properly functioning or not even functioning at all.
Okay.
So when a child or a female is not does not know the right of her status as at that time, definitely whatever anyone shows at her, she will definitely accept it. So corruption has eaten deep, sincerely, and is still eating deep in the lives of women with disability, because they are not fully aware of how to stand properly in the society when it comes to their rights in terms of health, in terms of politics, in terms of social participation, and so on. So when you find them trying to leave that particular circuit, it becomes a challenge of, oh, who are you? Where are you coming from? Aren't you looking at your disability? And so on. So corruption has actually eaten deep to the sense that women with disability cannot or are not found in the health sectors, in the political sector. You find them less into political practices and so on. So corruption has actually eaten deep.
So how can we now bring them to the fore? Because there is, a lot of people will say disability, but we need to empower such ones. So what are the policies that we need to put in place such that we are not now neglecting those who have disabilities?
Okay, when people say what are the politics, at times I smile in my heart, because there are actually some policies already, there are laws. For instance, the United Nations Convention on the Right of Persons with Disability, that's the UNCRPD, under Article 6 talks about the gender of equality, talks about gender and equality of women, especially with disability. So these laws are there. Nigeria ratified the law. But what are they doing to the implementation of this law? Now, we have lawmakers which need to put that law into action. Women with disability cry out to government day in, day out that we are present in this community. Please grant us our rights. Let us be part and parcel of the community. But we are yet to actually get the full answer to this request. However, I feel the actions needed to be taken is policymakers, civil societies, concerned body, go out to women with disabilities, tell them that, for instance, this is your right. Sexual reproductive health, you have a right to this, you have a right to this. And when they understand, they can be able to stand on their own and say, okay, fine, I know this is my right, so I can stand on this, I can leverage on this, that this particular article says this, and I must fight to the end to that. So when a woman with disability is empowered, understand what the law says about her, definitely she can come out there to fight for it.
Okay, it is 23 minutes past 2 on your Women Radio WFM 91.7. This is the Woman Agenda, and today on the Woman Agenda we are discussing advancing gender equality and accountability in Nigeria. Well, you can be a part of the Woman Agenda today. Phone lines open 07000 917917 and 090 256 25455. Don't forget that you can also join us via our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter handle. We are WFM 917 on all our social media handles. Thank you so much for also joining us live. We appreciate we also like to have your comments and contributions, as well as your questions, as we'll post them to to our guests. All right. Also want to say thank you for your contribution so far. I have in the studio with me, over the phone, I have Hope Nwakwesi. She is the CEO of Almana Hope Foundation, and Almana Hope Foundation actually advocates for widows' rights. I also have with me in the studio Kemi Odusonya. She's the Youth PRO, Lagos State Nigeria Association of the Blind, and as well as Zainab Abdul Rashid. She's the Project Officer, Gender and Accountability Project Rapper. So yes, so still talking about accountability and how it is affecting women. I want to come to you now, well, I want to come to you now, Hope. There is something that is also bordering on widows. So how do we now create a balance in actually ensuring that, well, inclusion for women considered vulnerable, especially widows? How do we now draw that balance? How do we create it?
Thank you so much. It is the first thing we have to realize that one of the things I said, these widows' agenda is the male agenda. The widowhood is in the life evolution of every woman once you're married. The first thing to create the agenda of it is for women. Together, we need to come together and realize that if we do not speak with one voice and address what is happening to her and the loss of her husband, forgetting that it might happen for us today, because if you look at the issue of widowhood, let's take, for example, the cultural practices. The cultural practices and exploitation are done by the men. And the question is this: these men are married. What are the wives doing when they see this happening? So it is not just this government creating policy. When these policies are created, when these policies should be created and must be created, we as an individual, both men and even the men too, don't eliminate yourself, because you're going to have daughters tomorrow and they're going to be a wife to somebody. You will not be there to fight for her always. But if we create policies, enabling facilities that will empower her to speak out when she is being violated, we have created it for everybody. It's not just for me, it's for everybody. And the reality is what I can say is, because I'm a teacher, when we create these policies and implement it, it serves not just for correction, but as deterrent. One of the things I have noticed in widowhood, and which is gradually changing because when people are speaking out, is because our silent veil has remained the veil of widowhood. And as one of my sisters said there, we must begin to speak out. We must begin to speak out.
Okay. All right. So that is the only way we can address these issues, when we actually speak out. All right. So don't forget that you can also tweet at us your questions or contributions, so we can bring them out. We can also share them. I also want to say a very big thank you to I Am Mommy, and she says thank you WFM for amplifying the voice of widows and other women. All right. Thank you so much for your contribution, and that was on Instagram. So let's have your contributions as well as we go further in discussing this issue, because it is affecting women and we have to address it as we go further. All right, so I want to come back to you now, Zainab. Well, we know that Nigeria has a gender policy which to be honest hasn't been effective. It's been giving room for patriarchy, and it is a cause for concern. So what ways do you actually suggest women can demand accountability in that area? Yeah, Zainab, I'd like to have your contribution.
Through proper sensitization, we hope these gender policies will be implemented, because a lot of legislative advocacy is ongoing on a lot of policies that have been passed, and then the House hasn't yet approved. So a lot is being done on the ground to help the passage of such bills to the National Assembly and then further implementation. I guess if such policies are in place and properly implemented, a lot of issues bordering around women's rights will be properly addressed. And sensitization is one aspect that cannot be overflogged when it comes to gender issues. Women are always at the receiving end of any developmental process, whether as girls, educational issues, as women, health-wise, and the likes. In general, every woman is a victim, so to speak, in quotes. So we need a lot of sensitization in every quarter to make sure we bring to bear issues surrounding women's advancement in all quarters.
All right, Kemi, also want to still bringing this question now towards people living with disability. So, yes, especially when it affects women, patriarchy has been the order of the day. I have seen where sometimes the male athletes, especially in sports, you see that they are giving more attention, while you still have women who are also living with the same disabilities not being paid attention to. So how can we now demand accountability in that area as well?
Okay, I feel number one thing is everyone that's both male, both female should realize, I'm talking from the disability perspective now. Okay. So everyone should realize that one or anyone with a disability did not one day pray and say, Lord, I want to be disabled. So that person find him or herself in that particular situation due to perhaps acquired or congenital. So now when you talk about gender discrimination as it comes to that aspect, I remember about, was it not 2 months ago, a female athlete represented Nigeria, and I think she came home with a silver, but she wasn't recognized. So that particular aspect brought me to that if someone could represent Nigeria and came back with a silver medal and wasn't recognized, so definitely the discrimination is actually very visible. Number one, the person is someone with a disability. Number two, the person is a female. So, like I said, there are policies, there are laws, but the implementation becomes a struggle. So I feel I go in line with what Ms. Zainab said, that sensitization cannot be overlooked. It's a major thing. From the family, we need to sensitize our females that you are a female, you are not less a human. You are equal to any other person. In the workspace, they should, it's a compulsory, allow women with or without disability have a space. Do not say, okay, fine, because this person is a woman, so definitely there will be a particular time he or she won't be able to function, so because of that you can't give the person a job. No, the person has blood flowing in him or flowing in her. So regardless of the disability, the woman should be raised a human. So sensitization is one key. Another one is implementing the laws. If there are no laws, I know there are laws when it comes to disability, they should implement that law. And women with disability should not keep quiet. Speak out. Be ready to stand for your right.
We should be ready to stand for our rights. Okay. So I want to ask you now, Kemi, still bordering on that. Well, we know that corruption has actually hindered a lot of things in the country, and I want to find out, how has this also hindered the pace of women in achieving equality, especially when it comes to people living with disabilities?
It has actually ended because, for instance, when a woman with disability has gone to a particular place and she's rejected because of her disability and because of her sex or her gender, now to go out there and face such challenge will become an issue. That particular issue can lead to psychological effects. So when that experience has come, going out there again would definitely not be a chance, and that has reduced equality amongst our peers. So you see that corruption, personal examples and instances has actually hindered the togetherness or the making equality in that particular community for that woman with a disability.
Okay, thank you so much for your contribution. It is 27 minutes to 3 on your Women Radio WFM 91.7. Yes, this is the Woman Agenda, and you can be a part of the Woman Agenda today. Do also call us up on 07000 917917 and 090 256 25455. You can as well send us a text or WhatsApp message on 070 317 56537. All right, so I want to come to you now. I want to come back to Hope. I know you're still over the phone, but please, in your own opinion, what exactly will help Nigeria when it comes to gender goals? What will help us achieve this is what I want to know. That is, if it is met, how can we even achieve it in the first place, and what can we look forward to if it's actually met?
What we are going to look forward if it's met is economic development, better security, everything good that you can think about, and we don't even talk about joining the work power. But I want to mention another thing. I have to add into what they said, our chemist said, and what they said about the situation is perfect. But another thing I want to add in that situation is that we have to start looking into prevention. You know, our young kids in school, you know, we saw the effect of this gender inequality in our culture. And our kids are imbibing in those cultures that are not taught. They are out of school curriculum. But if we have to do an intentional teaching by taking these gender issues into the school to begin to teach the children so that they can imbibe it in them and start to practice something different. You know, even if our generation didn't get it right, the next generation will get it right. And secondly, the women too, the women in the house. It is unfortunate we do not have enough women in the house to agitate for this thing. But the few ones in the house, one of the things, call it things, whichever of the house you have, I pray for them because, like I said, most of these things will have the laws. But we do not know the information is power. All these our people in the house, their offices, if they can begin to put postcards depicting these policies that are already there and how it can be affected, gradually people will begin to be informed. And, you know, in so doing, you will see that gradually women will have to one of the things, if you know that you have the power to agitate or to fight for your rights, it gives you the boldness to walk out and fight. But if you don't know where to fight it, you sit down and continue to absorb whatever that is being given to you.
Okay, thank you so much for your contribution there. Okay, so I want to come back now to you, Kemi. Before I'll come back to Zainab, but I want to know what your thoughts are. What will Nigeria look like if gender equality goals are actually met?
Nigeria will actually be very fine. It's not a small thing when you travel outside the country and they tell you this particular state, it's a woman's country. You dare not do anything funny to a woman. Nigeria will be fine. It's just that one thing about us in Nigeria is our culture has eaten deep into us. So when a woman stands for our rights, when a woman stands and say no to domestic violence, when a woman stands and say no to corruption, you feel or they begin to think that no, Agratu today, you started again, the women were holla, feminist and so on. But because from the onset, our culture is what we so believe. Our religion is eaten deep, our culture eaten deep, and so on. So whatever leads to uplift, we want to start with that. It would become, oh no, why the Western has done this, the Western has done. So if the gender equality is met, the goals, everything will be fine. Like everyone will live the way everyone is meant to live. Everything will just be fine and no one will want to travel outside Nigeria. Go on.
Okay. I want to ask that same question to you now, Zainab. So if we actually meet what would Nigeria look like if we actually can have the gender equality goals met?
Nigeria will be a better place for all. It will have achieved its full potential because in this case, women are fully involved. They are not being marginalized.
Okay. I also want to, Hope also made mention of having women in helms of affairs, especially. So how will that also help?
Yeah, when there are more women agitating for women's rights in the forefront, it gives it a better stand of it being, accepted. Okay. But when men are advocating for women issues, it doesn't give it that, uplift it's meant to have. Like when the owner of when the piper plays the tune, you get it. So women for women, when women fight for their rights themselves, I think the results will be far reaching than when men do it on their behalf. Because the energy that will be put into it and the efforts in this case will be different. And if it's achieved, I'm sure Nigeria will be better for it over time, and development will have reached a better, stand.
So it is women actually clamoring for this, not just clamoring for, pushing for these things to come to the fore.
Yes.
All right. So I want to know, what is the way forward in actually tackling gender inequality and discrimination women face in Nigeria? Zainabia?
Yeah, like I always say, there cannot be an end to continuous engagement, sensitization of women. Let women own up their stories. Let women come out and break these jinx of silence. Let women be the ones that come out to say, oh, this is happening to me, how do I seek help? Let them not be, so pushed aside that they don't even gather the momentum to come up and say, oh, I have faced this, I have this challenge. Let them seek help. Women need to speak up. The more women we have speaking up for their rights, the more help they can get from the right quarters. When you're boxed up in the corner of your room, crying all day or not coming out to say this has happened, no one can help you. But by the time you come up, look for help, seek the right space to be heard, I'm sure with time, it will deter more of the violence women face in any sphere of their various lives on a daily basis. It doesn't just stop at the home front. It cuts across workspaces and all nots in the society. So I believe the more of the silence that is being broken, women will be better for it.
All right. Kemi, I also would like to ask, because so far, we've been talking about gender equality and how it actually affects women. But from a woman's perspective, especially from the gender, from the disability angle, what does this actually mean?
Okay. They said there's a quote that says, "It either wear the shoes, that's not how it pinches," right? So it means that a woman with disability understands herself more better than a woman without a disability.
Okay.
For instance, we have had issues or cases of a woman with disability who's gone to the hospital, wants to deliver, and the health worker says, what are you doing here? Who put you in this state? Do not even pity yourself. Now, if a fellow woman could say that to a woman who is to a person who is living with a disability in the labor room, isn't that enough post-trauma? Isn't that enough psychological trauma? So I feel like she said, women need to stand up for themselves. Because if a man stands up and says, okay, the woman is this, they'll be like, oh, another thing is as if he has an hidden agenda. So if a woman a woman with disability stands up and say, no, it's a no-go area, women with disability needs to be included in social sector, employment sector, health-wise, women with disability can do this, can do that. Everyone will understand that this person is talking based on experience. So it will definitely push far, it will push more, and it will make people understand that yes, these persons have someone in their community that is pushing for themselves.
Okay. So I'm coming now to you, Hope. I still also thank you also for staying on. Yes, indeed, we've been discussing equality or gender equality and how we can mitigate solutions for it. So I want to know what gender equality means for widows.
I always want what gender equality means for widows is give her her rights, let her be in her space, and at the same time live in the space that is the general world. It's difficult to talk about gender equality for widows without adding the women, because a widow, there's something that is different. With all due respect to the big love, I can understand the disability. The only thing I love is the husband, and that's one of the things we should start thinking. A woman's marriage is excellent, it is perfect. But that does not to divide a woman. Are you getting me? If you don't agree to that, what divides a woman is her financial capability, emotional capability, everything is the same, irrespective of that her husband is dead. And that still makes the opportunity for her to remarry if she wants and if she chooses. So this is a things that you forget. So when they now put you in that window, they don't forget that you are still a woman. Having every other need that same woman, married or married, is still having. So you should enjoy every space that these two women have been enjoying. So that's equality for widows. It is giving them the space to live, providing them opportunities to excel without labeling them.
Without labeling them as that. All right. Yes, we're still discussing gender equality, and I still am going to come to you, Hope. Well, based on how we've known issues surrounding widows, how can widows now demand accountability, especially when we see it's a social cultural thing? How can we now demand accountability?
Widows can demand accountability first by standing up for themselves, by realizing that the death of a husband is not the end of you. It does not make you weaker, or it shouldn't make you a liability. That is the first step. Standing to be who you are, who you have been, and who you want to be. And at the same time, speaking out, because our silence, including me, let me be honest with you, it took me years to get out of here. I had my own share of, because when we're talking about inequality, it is a primary factor. The secondary factor is the abuse and exploitation and violation that goes with it. Because once they put you in that space, they keep you there in order to exploit and abuse you left, right, and center. And because the culture, because the system has defined you and labeled you, you are afraid to speak. Because when you speak, you do not know what will be said on top of what you have said. We must get out of that. You must begin to speak. You must begin to say it. Because if we continue to say it, people will be deterred from further exploitation and abuse. And your space will be given to you to excel to your ability.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that, Hope. But we've been discussing advancing gender equality and accountability in Nigeria. And with me in the studios are Hope Nwakwesi. She's the CEO of Mana Hope Foundation. Over the phone, thank you so much for being over the phone, Hope. I also have with me Kemi Odusoya. She's the Youth PRO, Lagos State Nigerian Association of the Blind, as well as Zainab Abdul Rashid. She's the project officer, Gender and Accountability Project on the Rapper. And also have joining me in the studio now, permit me, Osebo Bim or Shobe. Okay. Thank you for correcting. Bimbo is the coordinator, Nigeria Slum Informal Settlement Federation. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Like I stated, we've been discussing gender inequality and accountability. So basically, I want to know what is the importance of gender equality regarding how we can, how will I address it, regarding those who are living in abject poverty, especially with regards to the female.
When we're talking about gender equality, and based on the question you just asked, what I feel is if the women from the grassroots, if they are involved in any decision making, if they are involved in any planning as in when there can be anything, because most of the women, if women are not involved in most of the planning, they can't really talk about, what the women, when you're talking about gender equalities, we have the differences in the areas of what men can do and what women can do, and then when the women from the grassroots are carried along, if they are sensitized, they know they are included in the planning. They can plan, they can talk about, the education of the girls. They can plan their life. They know the areas, what the women want, and what is to be what they know what the women want, and then when they are carried along, like the saying says, train a woman, and then you've trained the whole nation. So, I don't.
Okay. So, from your own perspective, what has corruption actually done to women, especially living in IDP camps? What's that thing that has actually, especially trying to talk about accountability with women who are living in IDP camps? How can we address that issue?
When you look at the area where they are subjected to, if you don't give this, you can't get this. I'm talking about the sexual harassment of a thing.
Okay.
If they are to be favored, they want them to give their body, that's giving their body out in order to get the favors. So when you look at all these areas, you will see that if women were actually involved, if they are part of the plannings and everything, women will address the women issue while the men will address the men issue. But in a case where the women are looked upon as weaker vessels, where they really don't have the power, to face the men, and the men are demanding for their body in order for them to be favored. So these are part of the things that I feel that if there's accountability, if women are involved in most of the planning, and women sensitize women on what should be done and what if they are sensitized and they sensitize their girls, there's this girl education, they are well informed, we will not be deformed.
So, in your own opinion, all right, I want to find out, what will Nigeria look like if gender equality goals are met?
Nigeria will go a long way.
It will go a long way.
Yes.
How? Is it through policies? What exactly would make things change?
If the women are involved in the policy making, the decision making, if you look at the last election we did, how many women were involved in the presidential race? And the way they are doing things in Nigeria, do you think women can even get to that post? But when women are looked upon and are treated equally, I believe we can go a long way.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for that.
It's a pleasure.
All right. So, I would like to have your final words with regards to gender equality and accountability. Hope, let's have your final words.
My final word for this is, first of all, we must begin education and action. Schools should start talking about it in the schools. School is an agent of change. Traditional rulers shall law, and every cultural rights, practices, and sayings that violate women's dignity. Government create policies and facilities for widows, women, and girls. Relevant agencies make sure that these policies are transmitted down to the population, actually, to the villages, using media. Thank you, Sophia, for the great awesome work that you're doing. Such programs like yours, putting women agenda on the radio, dramatizing, and information is power, information is key, education is the only way forward to get this into the society. Religious rulers, apart from prayer, start talking about it, start condemning it, start putting your voice. If there are policies, like let me say, the policies is there. Most of the things that we try and read out inside these policies that I never know existed. Billions of people do not know it. We must begin to take Ministry of Women Affairs. Please, with all due respect, use billboards, use media, mass literacy campaign. When I was growing up, it was the way they educated us to do this lady. Use this same method, go to the villages and put these things out so in their languages that they understand. So that they will be know and be informed. Information is the key.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution there, Hope. All right. I would like to come to you as well, Kemi. What will be your final words?
Okay, so my final words is out there, women with disability, first and foremost, you need to understand that you're a woman. You have blood flowing in you, regardless of your disability. So you need to go out there, stand up, speak out for your right. Policymakers, you need to implement the already laws that guides against discrimination of women with disability. And as well, the school, like she said, the school needs to educate. The parent needs to educate their children. And the child, the girl child as well, need not to be shy about what it is, what a woman right is. So please, you're a woman, you're a lady, you're a girl with a disability. Remember, you are a human and you can also contribute to your community.
All right, thank you so much for those words, Kemi. Okay, but I'm going to come to you, Bimbo, because you barely came. I want to have your final words, though, regarding how we can address gender equality, especially when it comes to women living in IDP towns.
Well, I go with what the speaker just said, that is through the media.
Okay.
Advertising, through the media, going into the communities, going into the areas, speak the language the people understand. Let the people know what is actually happening. Advocacy, serious advocacy needs to be put in place. So with this advocacy, everybody will be aware of it. And advocacy could be through media, it could be through billboards, it could be going to meet with the people, telling the people that this is what
it is.
Yes.
All right, Zainab, I'm coming to you now. I'd like to have your final words, especially seeing that we keep talking about accountability, and we still haven't. Who do we now hold accountable? How do we now do this? Is the major question.
Yeah. Accountability is not a one man's affair. It cuts across every part of the structural build-up of the society, starting from the parents. A parent brings up a girl child and doesn't send her to school. He's accountable for not sending her to school. So we should start from the roots of the problem, because the child comes from a home and is not educated and is pushed into the society, he'll be something else in that society. But a child that comes from a home where the parents take their duty up and are accountable for the well-being of the child and good upbringing, if that child goes into any society at all, he will be of benefit to such a society. And so holding duty bearers accountable starts from the home. Hold the parents, the guidance of every child, to the workplaces, bosses. Everyone is accountable in the society. Government officials, politicians, name it. Wherever you occupy as a citizen of Nigeria and the world at large, you are accountable to the authorities and to yourself for upholding the right ethics of whatever it is you do. So it's a continuous work. Yes, it's a continuous work. It doesn't just end somewhere.
All right, thank you so much. Well, ending all forms of discrimination against women and girls is not only a basic human right, it is crucial for a sustainable future. It has also been proven that empowering women and girls will actually help economic growth and development. It is also vital to give women equal rights, such as land and property, as well as making sure that they have access to sexual and reproductive health, as well as having access to technology to improve their everyday life. However, today, there are more women in public offices than before, but more needs to be done. So we need to encourage more women leaders who will help achieve greater gender equality. It's of this backdrop that the MacArthur Foundation is supporting Nigerians to advance a movement towards increased transparency and accountability that improves quality of life for Nigerians, especially focusing on the intersectionality of gender, corruption, and accountability. The Woman Agenda on Women Radio WFM 91.7 is in partnership with RAPA and supported by the MacArthur Foundation. Also want to say a very big thank you to my guest today, Oshobe Bimbo. She is the coordinator, Nigeria Slum Informal Settlement Federation. I've also had Hope Nwakwesi. She's the CEO, Almana Hope Foundation. Kemi Odusonya, she is the Youth PRO, Lagos State Nigeria Association of the Blind, and Zainab Abdul Rashid, the Project Officer, Gender and Accountability Project, RAPA. Also want to say a very big thank you to my production crew. Until next week Friday, do keep a date with us.
WFM 91.7.